and welcome to a little bit of something different. It is a mukbang, but it's mainly a food review. Lee, tell him what is on this menu today.
I've seen this in Iceland. They do loads of different types of things like this. I thought, oh, it'd be good for a video. Start doing like some mukbang stroke reviews. So it's still a mukbang where we talk shite and eat food, but we're also going to review the food. We're not sponsored by Iceland. Let's just put it out there. We probably won't give it a positive review, possibly. So they will be asking us to
nice, but
come
what
back.
is it, Lee?
It is a fully loaded all-day breakfast. Now,
that consists of layered with hash brown bites, baked beans, Cumberland sausage slices, bacon lardons and mozzarella.
you know, bear in mind, these are £3 or two for £5. You get this, there's lots of different options. We've got another one that we'll be trying on a different video. At first glance, when you think about...
We're going to do this out of 5.
Oh, I'm on the black coffee as well, guys.
I was having a cup of tea.
So if you consider...
Appealing-wise, well, let's do it, see if we can give you a bit of a close-up. That, to me, is probably a 2.
2, okay.
Because for £5,
£3.
Well, £3, I could make a really good breakfast.
Yeah, when you think of what you can get in a cafe...
Well, for £1 at Iceland, you can get 5 rashers of bacon. You could probably get a bag of sausages for £1, beans, eggs, everything.
Yeah, but like, you think about out and about, like getting a breakfast, you get a decent breakfast for like $5, can't you? Let's have a little dunk, see if it's dunkable.
Split it.
Bean sauce
No,
on there.
you want to try it first.
I'm in my element now.
All right. Okay, well... The taste, however, is really flavoursome. I'm gonna
That hash brown bite, guys.
Yeah.
Let's give it a whirl. They're bloody hell.
I'm gonna try the sausage on its own.
The hash brown is bloody tasty. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's got a bit of mozzarella cheese on there, like I'm saying, and the beans. And the sausage.
I'm gonna give this. It's going to be a bit strange, considering the appearance. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Well, I'll come back to mine in a minute. So, how are we all? Hope we're all good. This isn't just a review. We're going to actually like some talk stuff. Hope we're all good. It is, what the bloody hell's the day these days?
Thursday.
It's Thursday. Can you believe it's nearly the weekend already? Doesn't seem like 2 days ago was on the last weekend. Alright, it'll just be me eating in a minute, because I ain't getting through as like there's no tomorrow.
There's not a lot here. It's supposed to be...
Get there, that's nice.
It's supposed to be for one person.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So it's Thursday, and I was up the town yesterday, and that's when I picked these up, and I got another one, like I said. But Iceland do some good stuff, you know, like they do their own... It is Greg's food. Not Greg down the road, Greg Wallace, like Greg's the bakery. But Iceland don't stock it. But it doesn't ever taste as good as if you buy it straight away from Greg's.
No.
I don't know what that's all about. If you buy it from Iceland, stick it in your oven, it's not the same.
Maybe. Well, maybe the ingredients are slightly different, because if you think about it, would Greg's make a profit if Iceland was slightly cheaper?
Yeah, because Greg's is product time.
Maybe that's the thing, then. Maybe it's slightly different because it's in the shop.
Probably because it's not made... You know, when you buy it in the shop, it's fresh, ain't it? Whereas if you buy... when you buy it from Greg's, it's fresh. When you buy it from Iceland...
Yeah, but it's discounted in it. Like, you can get so many for a cheaper price.
Then As do their version of the sausage bean melts, and they're just... Aim buys me them. And I like them, but they're not got a touch on Greg's, I'm afraid.
I'd get them for like a snack. If you're drunk.
Oh yeah, the other night I had a pie sandwich and I was pissed. Oh, it was the best food ever.
Yeah, because Holland's pies...
You can microwave them these days.
Out, yeah.
Oh! Drop me a hash brown.
I think you have to eat it whilst it's hot. And also...
No, it's pretty hot. It's not going to go cold.
For £3, you've basically eaten a lot of potato. It's not like a massive amount of the other products in there.
Sausage. Let's give that a go. It's alright. I'm surprised there's no bacon in there.
There is. That's it right now.
Alright, there's bacon in there. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, my experience of Greg's, because we're on about Greg's at the minute, when I was younger, when I was like, how old would I have been? 18 or 19, I had a motorbike. And one day I had a big motorbike accident. Said big, I fell off it, I got thrown over a car, it hurt, then I got up and went out the hospital like a couple of hours later. Instinctively, I thought, oh shit, my back's gone. I broke my back. Actually, the first thing I thought was, this is embarrassing. I'm laying there in the middle of the road, and there's people all around me, middle of the night, 7 o'clock at night, it's raining. I was like, where's my boot gone? Because that flew off somewhere. I was like, this is really awkward. Can I just get up and go? And just pretend it hasn't happened. Next to all these ambulances there and police. Oh, God. Anyway, motorbike. I used to have a motorbike. And then I'd go after work at 2 o'clock. Because I started at 6 in the morning, finished at 2. I'd go straight to town, to Greg's. And I had a little routine every day when they introduced sausage bean melts. They introduced seating in our Greg's. This was like 17 years ago. Little seating area. So I'd get a newspaper, the Sun or the Star or Mirror or whatever I was reading. I'd get a can of pop and go in Greg's with the can of pop. I'd buy it from there. 2 sausage bean melts and a sausage roll.
Sounds very familiar to today then.
No, I don't go in Greg's these days. I'm very rare. And I'd sit there with 2 sausage bean melts and a sausage roll. And it was the best food ever. I absolutely loved it. I'm not a massive fan.
No,
I don't think.
I like sausage rolls and what's the thing I like? Chicken bake. I don't mind that. I'm not very fussed on that. Steak bakes. And the pizza. My friends used to get mad on the pizza.
Never had one. I think maybe I've had a bite of tears or something or other. For me, it's just the sausage bean melts, sausage rolls. That's about it. Once, because they're a bugger at our Greg's, so you say, can I get a chicken bake and a sausage bean melt? And they don't mark it up which is which. Or they'll tell you, and they'll tell you the wrong item. So you bite into it, like, something not right here.
Have you ever had chicken in white sauce in a can? It's basically that, but in pastry.
I wouldn't like that. No, not for me. But baked beans, cheese and sausage in pastry.
No,
it's a miracle.
To be honest, beans override the taste of anything. So to me, just...
God. You can't override it.
We should make our own baked bean toasties. We should try and recreate Greg's.
I'm up for it. And we could take over Greg's. My Greg's was called something else when I was a kid.
Firkins.
No, because what Greg's did, from what I understand, they just sort of took over all the independent bakeries and whatnot. We had one called Burkitt's in Lancaster, and
we had a Firkins. Who remembers Firkins?
No, not me, because I wasn't living here at the time. I went for a job at our Burkitt's, which was like a bakery, did sausage also. They said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're not qualified enough." I was like, "How the hell can you not be qualified to put a sausage roll in the oven? What?" I was thinking, so what have I done wrong? And you get trained up in that, you daft thing. What you
Food
about?
hygiene courses and...
No, I think I was just crapping interviews when I was younger. Eh? These days, I could walk into like CEO of Buddy Mars or something, but back then, no chance.
I wouldn't say Greg's is like my go-to choice, but you like it on a Saturday morning after a Friday night, don't you?
So when you're hungover, to have Greg's is the best food ever. Though it repeats on you later in the day.
I prefer McDonald's breakfast.
What was your experiences of it? You had it lucky actually thinking about it. So this is my experience when I was younger. When I was like left school, 16, went to college, 17, got a job when I was 17, and odd jobs here and there. Interviews as a 16, 17-year-old are bloody nerve-wracking. You don't know what the hell to expect. You're there in a shirt and tie. You ain't wore it since high school. Then they don't wear a tie half the time.
I worked in my family business. So.
Yeah, so you had it easy. You just walk straight into it. You didn't even have to go for an interview.
I have had into it. I was a proofreader for a company here.
No, I mean, you had interviews since then. You had a lot, but
yeah, but
back then you have to.
I was a proofreader. I walked that interview. Lots of interviews. Lee went with me on this big interview when I had my own office, didn't you?
Yeah.
Back, I don't. Would you call it a barn? I don't know.
You went to work in a barn, not as a farmer.
A barn house. What's your fault? You're on my bit.
All right, so well, I'm just trying to keep up here. You finished?
I was starving. Right.
Anyway.
Only time a little bit.
What
yeah.
What are your?
I don't like interviews though.
Have any of you had bad experiences of interviews or in like an interview meeting environment? I remember once, like I went in for one of my interviews, and it's like I went along. Where the hell was I going for a job at now? I can't remember now. But these basically, I was told by it's back when I was unemployed, and I was at the job centre, and they said, "Look, go in, and you need to look like you know what you're on about." So I'd applied for a few jobs. I think it was working at a shop or something or other. So I did the research of all the history of this shop, I had it all on notes in my hand, thinking, right, if they say, have you got any more, would you like to know anything else? I was like, oh no, well I know that you started up in 1812 and it was run by Mr. Harold Miller. Whatever, just coming out of shite. It was obviously true because I'd read it all on the internet. They didn't answer any facts. They just said, so when can you start then? Well, whenever I'm out of work, so whenever you want me to.
We went as well. We went for a job at Woolworths and we got it, but we had to do this acting and all sorts. Oh, God.
It was like a team interview.
Oh, it was annoying.
But me and Anne were like 21 at the time, and we was the oldest people there. And we had got separated, didn't we, into different groups, these kids. And we had to do role plays, like trying to sell toys to parents and stuff.
Stupid. It was honestly stupid. But it filled a gap, because my uncle died. Not my uncle who I always talk about. The one who run my family business, and my dad sort of took over. So it was a gap filler. But it was crazy. Yeah, let us know your interview disasters or successes.
Mm.
So hang on a minute.
Well,
out of 5.
I find it quite tasty. I'm not going to lie to you.
I wouldn't pay £3 for it.
No, I wouldn't. But if somebody said, look, Lee, it's breakfast time. I ain't got anything in to cook for you. I've got one of these.
Out.
I'd happily eat that. Bit of bread and butter. Because I've only had half and so's Aim. And I'm a bit full.
If you'd said to me that was, say, $1.75, I'd still never buy ready meals. I never, ever do. The only thing I ever buy ready meal-wise is, like, a family-sized lasagna. And even then, Lee sometimes makes a lasagna. But I wouldn't... If you think about it, you can get a bag of hash browns,
Yeah,
a lot of
them.
consider,
though, I've seen... There's this bloke, I don't want to give his name out, but he's on TikTok. And he does, like, reviews of different shops' foods. And he'll go to like B&M's own bars, etc. And he'll buy like the worst reviewed breakfast. And it's around not much cheaper than this, maybe £2. And they look disgusting.
No, but what I'm saying is for this specific one, £3 was it, or £3.50?
£3 or £2.50 if you buy 2.
Alright then, so let's say we spent £3 on that. To me, you can go and, from the same shop, probably get 20 hash browns for £1, 20 sausages for £1 probably, a few tins of baked beans for £1. You can get probably 2 or 3, and I could make the same thing for the same price, and you could keep going back for a few days. That is more about convenience.
To cut off there because our tea was ringing.
Yep.
I swear down, parents create children.
You think?
Not like that, like as in...
Well, that's a bit of an educational start to the day.
No, like as in the way your parents are with you is the way you are sometimes with your children. So Amy's a big worry pants regarding Tia and her mum, like and family in general, aren't you?
Everyone.
Like Amy worries and gets concerned if someone doesn't answer the phone.
Oh my God.
Whatever it
when
is.
my mum never used to answer the phone when I was young, I would literally have a meltdown. An actual meltdown. I'd cry. Oh my God.
Well, I was on about... Well, get finished, that's what I was on about. Tia just rang then. She was like, is everyone all right? Is everything
No
okay?
one's answered the phone.
Because my phone's in the kitchen because I was doing this. Bren, Amy's mum,
Probably
popped out the room. And Amy's phone was on silent. He's like, is everyone okay?
He's like, where is everyone? No one's answered
But she gets that from you, Aim.
Yeah,
worrying,
well,
stressing.
You used to be like it with your
Yeah, I
mum.
was. I said that on the live the other night. Because when we're pissed, we talk about all sorts of stuff. I was on the live. And somebody came on and said, there was a doctor on here. And he was offering... saying
Charlie,
like,
hello.
He was saying that to Amy would like to offer a bit of help with Aim's...
Nutty ways.
nutty ways. So he emailed us. Anyway, but then there's someone there said, oh, well, could you please help me to this doctor? And this person suffered with LCD. And I said, don't worry about it. I did from about 16 to about 19, or 20 even. That was terrible. Every morning before I left for work, I'd have to, because Mum was in bed, I'd have to just open the door a little bit and check she was still alive. I don't know what the hell went on for about 3 years. I sent myself a bloody potty.
A lot of it with children, it starts with separation anxiety.
I didn't have anxiety about leaving my mum. I was just... My dad left, I think that's what it was. And my mum was on her own. So I felt like I had to look after her. But then I just got this really bad LCD. But then it was like a light switch. It just switched on for about 3 years. And then I met you. And I was thinking like this the other day. I won't talk to you about it. I figured when I met Aim and I felt more safe and happy and content in my life, the LCD just switched off. I don't ever have it anymore. Maybe once every few years.
You have it over different things now.
But very rarely though. Not like I used to.
No. So to wind this up, this particular meal review, I would definitely, if it's like something you have to buy. This is probably the best of a bad bunch of microwavable all-day breakfasts. I suppose it's got the addition of cheese in there. However, I would definitely give the taste a 4 out of 5.
Right, let's give you some categories. Packaging. Out of 5.
I mean, it's bright. Let me see.
It
actually looks the way it does in the thing, in the plastic
But it
dish.
attracts you to it, don't it? Because it's nice packaging. Right, quantity.
For one person, definitely enough. That'd fill you up.
Out of 5.
Oh, that'd be a 5.
5 out of 5 for quantity. It
Yeah.
didn't look like it at first, though, did it?
No, because it looked flat. But definitely, I mean,
Filling.
half was enough for us. I
Yeah.
mean, you had bread and butter with it, but I'd definitely say it'd be enough for one person for sure.
Taste.
It tasted of baked beans, and there was like a pizza-y taste to it. So
That's the
I'll give it
mozzarella,
like maybe 4 out of 5 because of the cheese and everything. So it was again, it's like good for what it is, but I would not waste my money on this.
No, I think if you put it, again, like I said, next to, say, a Smart Price, like Asda's Smart Price version of a breakfast, I'd take this any day because I can guarantee that'll be very nasty. And other brands like to do like the really cheap ones. I think if you're going to get something, I'd pay $2.50.
Do you know what series I want to start?
What's that?
Like, you know, you do with your cooking on gas.
Yeah, you should do this.
I want to start foods out of a tin.
Why not? Could do it.
Foods out of a tin. All day breakfast in a tin.
Yeah, you get.
Tin meals. That's what I want to do.
Okay, we'll do it then. We also need to. I thought of this because we want to start recording more, but it's so hard to do like big meals every day.
I want to change the channel up a bit. It still involves food. It'll still involve like that kind of thing, but just different little things. Like this little 20-minute video.
Yeah.
Foods out of a tin.
When it was like these sort of videos, we're going to do like, because we're going to do another one, we're going to do back to back, so we'll get 2 done in the space of the time it normally takes us to do 1 video.
Yeah.
So today's a good day for us because we've got 2 done. Well, we'll in a bit. But like, yeah. And then also, we did start a series and we just give up on it because I think it was my belly got really bad and we just didn't continue. Crisp sandwich reviews and chocolate bar sandwich reviews.
Oh,
And I enjoyed the chocolate one, but I only got 1 done, and then I was like really unwell, and then we had to leave it, and when we come back, we forgot about them.
yeah. Or should we just make up crazy sandwiches, something like that? Because, but I do want to do, starting next week, foods out of a tin.
Right, and we'll grab a couple. We'll sell them down the local shop. And we'll mix it. We're going to mix it. We're going to do proper mukbang still. But we're going to do that. We're going to do cooking on gas. Something out every day on the channel for you.
Well, don't take that for gospel.
Well,
It's
with
just...
the cooking on gas, I can do them whilst I'm doing our normal meals, which I've been doing. The
Yeah.
other day I did bolognese, put a video out. Made a curry, put a video out. Roast beef dinner, put a video out.
Right, but that's what we're going to do next.
Yeah. Tins
So, we're
meals.
going to... Yeah,
I need to go and
foods
check
out of a
that.
tin. We're going to go now because we're going to film again and then possibly again later or tomorrow, whatever. But when is this going out?
I don't even know. I'm all over the show. Won't be over the weekend because this will be something for during the week. So it'll be
Okay,
out
then.
early next, probably Monday.
Well, we'll see you next time. Look out for new things coming your way.
Take it easy.
Bye, everybody.